Hello again, Battletech enthusiasts. This is an update to my what mechs to buy and not buy on eBay. This is geared towards someone who just wants to get into the game, on the tabletop game, and you might have already bought yourself a box set, a starter kit or something, just because you want to try tabletop. But now I'm going to take it one step further, and that is, if you want to start buying vintage mechs. And the reason for that is vintage mechs are going to be like magic cards. The alpha and beta Black Lotus of Magic goes for many tens of thousands of dollars now. And that's the same thing that's going to happen with vintage lead Battletech mechs. Now just imagine 20 years from now what people are going to be saying. So people are going to say, hey, look, this is a 3D printed mech from the year 2020. And so that's like what they'll say about that. Now, instead, think of this. This is an orange blister card. This mech was from the days they made lead, which is an international Rojas Global Treaty banned substance. And this is like from the days when minis were made from lead. That mech will be worth $1,000. So maybe like the less valuable mechs, like an Archer, which is still pretty good. An Archer and an orange blister card might be worth like $300 or something. But like a mint condition Marauder, I bet that mech will be worth $1,000. And that's because there were only so many of those made, and they're just going to become rarer and rarer as people lose them, destroy them, open the blister packs, etc. So they're kind of like an investment. So buy the vintage mechs, especially the 1986 to 1988, maybe as late as 1990, but I don't think those are going to be very valuable. It really needs to be the pre-clan invasion mechs. Battle droids you have to be careful with, because what I've seen is the mechs that are not in 2nd edition Battletech are pretty much worthless. So an obscure battle droid that is not in like the 2nd edition Battletech is going to be worth nothing, and people might be trying to pawn it off on eBay for a lot of money, but it's actually a worthless mech. The ones that are super valuable are, especially if they're IP violations, the OOP, the Unseens, not Reseens, and not Iron Wind reprints, unless you just want to play. You want the original lead OOP IP violation ones, and that is the original Longbow, the original Rifleman, original Marauder, original Thunderbolt. You want those, and the Archer also. Those are the good ones. So often you'll see it's tempting just to see all these awesome mechs, and you just want to get them all, including the awesome, which is one of the mechs I'll actually suggest you get. But in any case, you will see lots and lots of deals, and you'll just be tempted to go out there and just buy stuff. And that's a problem, because as you learn more, you're going to suddenly realize you need specialized kinds of teams or in patterns of mechs and combinations. And then you're going to realize you don't have those combos. You only have part of the combo, and then you have to go buy some other mech and this mech and that mech to fill out your collection, to fill the holes. So you'll want to avoid that. You'll also want to avoid buying recasts. You want to get real Battletech mechs, especially the vintage ones. You don't want to spend a lot of money on mechs and then find out they're some cheeseball recasts, which have kind of flooded eBay. There's a lot of recasts on eBay. The ones you really want to aim for are when there's a large number of mechs, often poorly painted, and the seller has given up on them and has kind of lumped them together, or if it's like some estate sale or something where there's like a collection of 20 mechs that are being sold as a lump. Then just look at the mechs and see if it fills out the categories that I'll describe later with the 7 classes of mechs. And if it makes a good spread, then just buy it. Basically, a good deal on mechs is $5 a mech for metal mechs. An okay deal is $10 a mech for a metal mech. $20 a mech is really a premium mech, and $40 a mech is a very premium mech, like i.e. a longbow or a marauder or special status blue card or orange card mechs. Like, you do not want to spend that much on a mech. So you want to spend $5 on a good mech, not $5 on a crappy mech. And it doesn't make any sense for you to spend $10 on a mech, because you can just buy singles from Iron Wind or something. But if you want to collect value, you want to buy the original OOP, preferably in a collection, and preferably $5 a mech. That's not always easy to do. And for example, here's a Marauder that's being sold. It's not a special deal because it's just being sold as a single piece for a large amount of money. You'd rather buy that. I bought a huge set of mechs once for like $150, and it had a Marauder in it. So why pay $60 for a Marauder when you could just pay $150 for like 20 mechs and have a Marauder thrown in? There's an example of an Atlas. This Atlas is not a bad deal, but it's not any special deal either. It's just an ordinary deal. It's like $10 for an Atlas. You buy $10 in shipping and taxes, and you get yourself an Atlas. But there's nothing special about that deal. What you really want to do is find situations where there's like 3 mechs grouped together. They're all high quality, but they have crappy paint jobs. And now, if you get the ultrasonic agitator and some simple green or some acetone, you can kind of take that off pretty easily, and you can repaint it pretty easily yourself. Or you can just keep it bare metal if you like, or you can just keep it as is and suffer with the bad paint job. Okay, that's all. Thank you.